Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to today's episode of Cousin Crystal. I'm your cousin Crystal, and today's topic is how to make your home a happy home. Last night, before I went to bed, I pulled out a CD and played one of my favorite songs titled Make Your Home a Happy Home. It's by Gladys Knight and the Pips. It's on the Claudine CD. If you've ever seen the movie Claudine, love that movie. But yeah, that's one of my favorite songs. I believe it's number 7 on the soundtrack that I purchased anyway. Uh, and so I was playing that, and that's a song that helps me get in the mood to clean and cook and just do everything I can to shower my family with care and love. And so I shared that on YouTube, and you can look that up on YouTube. You might see Cousin Crystal make your home a happy home. But so today we're going to talk about how to make our home a happy home. And I'm going to share with you some of the things that help me make my home a happy space for me and for my family. And the first thing is the most important thing to me is extreme clean. I live in an apartment, so I can't go extreme. I remember when I had a house and I wanted extreme clean, I had somebody come and rip the bathroom out and put a whole new bathroom and rip down the walls, and they put up new sheetrock. So that's extreme. But if but at least it's as clean as possible, and that's what I try to do, is keep things clean as possible. And it just the energy in your space when it's extremely clean is I the calm and the peacefulness that you feel. I'm sure you all know what that feels like. But yeah, so extreme clean is the first thing, and not just your house, but your car, if you work in an office, and your space. I remember when I worked in an office, many years I worked in an office, and I used to keep Lysol wipes and rubbing alcohol, and used to, a couple times a week, rub with rubbing alcohol my whole area. And even do like the handles on the doors throughout the whole building, from the front door all the way up to the office I sat in. So yeah, extreme clean. The car, same thing. Keeps you in a good mood, just having everything around you clean all the time. So that's that. Cleanliness. Papers. So next thing I wrote is papers. So yeah, I keep my papers clear. Like when mail comes in, I have a mailbox, and that's usually clear, because when the mail comes in, I open it right away and I deal with it right away. If it's a letter that has to be responded to, I start typing it same day, and I get it out by the next day. Bills, sometimes you can't pay them right away. So I might put a date on it that I'm going to pay it, sit it in the mailbox, and but it doesn't sit there long, because eventually it gets paid, out of the way. And unnecessary papers, I file. I don't keep, I used to keep so much paper, and life was just, I felt like I just could not, I didn't have total control. And I realized one day it's all of the papers, the piles of papers that I'm keeping, even in my file cabinet, just no order, not in alphabetical order, just sticking stuff anywhere. So I started to shred papers that I did not need. Once a bill was paid, it got shredded. Luckily, with bills, we can do everything online now. So as soon as I get them, I shred them, because I can go online and view what I owe people and just pay it online. But yeah, so you shred unnecessary papers, and then a file cabinet is great to have for the papers that you have to keep. You alphabetize them and put them in little folders, and keep those in order. So you look around and there are no piles of paper, and I don't know, it just, the whole environment just feels good. So next is decluttering. Okay, so declutter, and I mean everything. My kids and I did that a few months ago. We started with our dresser drawers and our closets, and got rid of all the things that we don't wear. It was a lot of stuff, so we donated all the things that we don't wear. We even did, one of my daughters did the cabinets in the kitchen, all the seasonings that we never opened and haven't used in years. She got rid of it, so decluttered that. And the furniture, I did furniture. I got rid of furniture that was just useless. It may have looked nice, but we really had no use for it. And I did a little redecorating also, so I replaced a few pieces with things. I tried to get rid of all of the things I did not want to live with for the rest of my life. That's how you put it. Lifetime furniture, stuff you'd keep for a lifetime. I got rid of that stuff, and I got a few pieces. Didn't replace all of it because it was just too much stuff. My apartment is small, so too much stuff. So yeah, so declutter, declutter, declutter. We did that. How to make your home a happy home. So the next thing I wrote is what you eat. Healthy foods. And I know most of you are already eating healthy. Most of us are already eating healthy, so that is awesome that we are doing this. And I know we all feel happier. I know our bodies are happier, so that's awesome thing. I added a lot more fruits and vegetables. I go to the farmer's market. We have a year-round farmer's market not too far from me. So I go to the farmer's market and just pick up stuff. I don't even know what some of these fruits and vegetables are, but I buy them. And when I get home, I look them up, look up recipes, and I make it and I eat it. And even if I don't find a recipe I like, just saute any vegetables that you pick up, saute it in some garlic and oil. That's what I do. And they always taste good. And sometimes I'll make a little garlic sauce. So that's good. But yeah, lots of fruits and vegetables, and we eat a lot of salmon. I go to Costco and pick up salmon and try to keep a few salmons at a time in the freezer. So yeah, and we cook in bamboo steamers. I'm going to be selling those on the Royal Family Living website at some point. I need to get some warehousing to store because you got to buy so many at a time. So I'm going to stock up on those. But you put your food in the bamboo steamer, and that's a healthier way to prep your food, and it's so delicious. We use it just about every day because most of the time we're making salmon and vegetables, cut up a salad or something. But yeah, so healthy eating, and everybody, that seems to, something about healthy eating. My children did better in school. They performed well in school. When they ate the healthy foods, and they're calm. We're all calm. I don't know. It does something, keeps everything aligned and in order and centered and peaceful. So healthy foods is really important. Yes. And what I do is I remember when I first started buying lots of fruits and vegetables, I would buy a bunch at the farmer's market, then come home and stick them all in the fridge. And then some of them would spoil because I was too lazy to prep them. Even some of the fruits, like the kids didn't want to wash it. I'm like, if you want to eat it, you got to wash it. But what I learned to do now is when I come in from the farmer's market, I clean everything right away. I clean everything right away. If there's anything that needs to be chopped, I chop it. I prep everything, cleaning really good and prepping. And that way, all we have to do is pull it and saute it, pull it, eat it, So not a whole lot of work. So it makes it easier for when it's already ready to eat. It makes it easy for me and for the children. To just go ahead and eat healthy, and not just ready to pull and eat, but ready to pull and stick in the pan or the steamer and just kind of steam it or saute it. It's already ready to go, clean and ready to go. So it's not. It's easy. A lot easier for us to eat healthy. So love that. Love, love, love. And the next thing I wrote was keeping as much as you possibly can, keeping chemicals and poison out of our body. I've never been a smoker. I used to drink on occasion, like New Year's Eve. I used to have a little champagne or wine. And I remember years ago, Dr. Oz saying that, and other doctors saying that wine was healthy for the heart, and, a glass a night. So I would try to have like twice a week a glass. And that doesn't work for me. It always made me sick. So, but, keeping poison out of the body and chemicals. So, and I've never been a smoker, and it's been years since I've had wine or champagne. But I don't know what it's like to be addicted to cigarettes or anything else. So, but I know that it's, these are things that don't build the body up and make you stronger. These are things that break the body down. So these are things that we have to put out of keep out of our bodies, and out of our lives and out of our homes. We don't want our children to do it. We don't want our spouses or fiancés or significant others. We don't want it. We want everyone strong and healthy. So, we'll keep those things out of our body. And that's another thing that helps, because the way I grew up in the house where, I had some family members that would drink or smoke, and they were irritable. And so we don't want that in our homes. We need our homes happy as possible. So we definitely want to keep all types of chemicals and poisons, products that we know are poisonous and harmful to our bodies and to the environment, smoking, secondhand smoke, so we'll keep those out of our lives. Those are gone forever. We've gotten rid of those. And I'm going to tell you something. I started reading the Bible, and I'm going to read the entire Bible. So I started that a few weeks ago. And so when I was in the book of Genesis, I started with the book of Genesis as the beginning, and I saw where Noah and all the people he begot, and all the people they begat, and all the people they begat, everyone lived like 8, 9, almost 1,000 years, 800, 900, almost 1,000 years, a lot of these people. And that's because, they ate healthy, and there were no cigarettes and alcohol. Well, there was probably wine, right? There was always wine. I don't know. But wine comes from fruit anyway. But all this other, alcoholic stuff, and you don't know what they're putting in wine today. I wouldn't trust any of it. So I would leave it all alone. I buy grape juice. I go to Costco and get the Kadim, big jugs of grape juice, and pomegranate juice I get from Costco. So grape juice, pomegranate juice, that's my thing. And it's satisfying, all satisfying to me. And so we're all going to make that switch. For those of us that are still, putting this harmful stuff in our bodies, we're going to make the switch and keep those things out of us. And we're going to do that because our families need us, Our families need us. And not just that. I need you. I need you all. You need me. We need our children. We need the men in our lives. The men need the women in their lives. We all need each other. And I want to see everyone live healthy and happy for as long as possible. As long as humanly possible. Let's try to shoot for the 800, 900 years. That's what I'm going for it. I'm going to try, But, I'm out at 200. That's good for me, But we want to live happy and healthy as possible for as long as possible. All right, so healthy eating, cleanliness, declutter. What else? Walks. So exercise. I love walking in beautiful parks. So we have a beautiful park not too far from where I live. So I like to go there and walk. And walk the night. I live in New Jersey, so these towns are not that big, a lot of these towns. So you can walk from town to town to town to town. And I've done it. And it's fun. And I feel good. By the time I get home, I'll walk 10 miles one way and come back 10 miles the other way. So beautiful. But When I go out in that park and see those massive trees, and I'm out in nature and the sun is shining on me, and I'm feeling electrical, because we are electrical beings. I learned that not too long ago. We're electrical and we need the sun. I remember many years hiding from the sun, like in the summertime when it was hot, stay in the house with the air conditioner on. Wrong, wrong. Especially if you are melanated. You have neuromelon. I think that's what it's called, neuromelon. People have been saying melanated, but I just learned it's neuromelon. And so we're supposed to get lots of sun. We're supposed to be taking our children out to power up. We're supposed to go out to power up. So yeah, taking walks in nature, but everybody needs exercise. Everybody, all of us. Exercise, riding bikes. I just bought from a company in Chicago that sells jump ropes. I just bought double dutch ropes. I haven't jumped double dutch. I'm 54 right now, but I haven't jumped double dutch since I was like 13, 14, somewhere around there. And so I bought double dutch ropes and regular single jumping ropes. So when spring comes in, I'll be in the park, and I plan to, call out some of my neighbors who don't really know me. I'm going to walk up to their doors anyway, the ones I see with children, and ask them to grab their kids and let's go to the park, grab bikes, ropes, hula hoops, frisbees, all of it. Games, because you have tables where you can sit and play games. So, yeah, going to get exercise. And then take those walks in nature. I like walking and talking. I worked with a lady who, on her lunch break, she and our lunch break, we used to walk around the office building. And then I invited her one day to walk in the park. And I'll tell you, the park by me is so beautiful, the one that I like to walk in. And it has a cafe, and there's water, and it's beautiful. And so I'm telling you, we became walking buddies, and I don't work in that company anymore, so I don't see her and I don't talk with her. But I'm hoping that you all will be my walking buddies, and we're all going to get out into the park and take our kids and our partners, our husbands, and husband. Everybody only has one, right? I'm divorced, but significant other, whoever, is in your house with you, grab them, grab your neighbors, grab the neighbors, get everybody out, and have a good old time walking and playing in the sun. That's the most important thing, is that you have to get sun. We all have to take in the sun. I didn't realize how important it is to our health. That's all natural vitamin D. My mind is blown by how much I'm learning, especially about the sun and how important it is to us. So, yeah. So, walking in nature, exercise. Okay, here's what I love, and I don't know if you can hear it in the background. It's really low, but classical music. The music section of the website, Royal Family Living website. The music is mostly classical. You'll have some gospel there, but most of it will be classical. I have so many CDs, and so lots of classical music, and you sit back with your family, and you put that on, and you all just enjoy quiet time, and take the music in. And I'm telling you, your space becomes the happiest place on earth. The happiest place on earth. Classical music. I used to listen a lot to family radio, but I believe they took it off the air, at least here on the East Coast anyway. I'm not sure about the rest of the country, but classical music. And if you don't have CDs, you'll get some. But until then, if you're on the East Coast anyway, 105 105.9 on the FM dial, 105.9 for classical music. So yeah, all day, all night, love it. And also, in addition to classical music, I have my Fireplace DVDs. So I know it might seem strange at first sitting around and looking at a DVD on your television of a fireplace, just, logs burning. But I'm going to tell you, it's so therapeutic. It's therapeutic. It's comforting to sit, if you get your whole family and sit them down on the couch after a nice dinner, you've gone for a walk, everybody's prepping for bed, just sit down on the couch after Sunday dinner or any night of the week. It doesn't have to be Sunday. If you had pizza for dinner or tacos, whatever it was, dinner is done and you're prepping for bedtime, just sit on the couch at least an hour before you go to bed with your family and watch a Fireplace DVD. And I'll be selling those on the website also. And I'll actually have it up on the website for us to watch. But you'll be able to purchase your own copies. But yeah, Fireplace DVDs, calming, therapeutic. You'll love it. And also, I have some of nature, ocean, whales, all the sea creatures. So those you want to watch too. And I have like rain, waterfalls. I get tons of videos that will bring peace into your space, all right, into your body and into your living space. And the family's going to love it. And the last thing I have is that I like to do is read the Bible. Sometimes I'm reading the Bible and I will cry and I will laugh and I feel good. I always, when I put the book down, I feel good. I feel good. And I get up and try to read. I pray at midnight and then I read the Bible. I shower and I read the Bible. And I'm going to tell you, when I get up in the morning, I say my prayers and I may read another passage or two if I'm instructed to by the Heavenly Father. But reading the Bible and keeping it open in your house. Just keep it, if you have a night table next to your bed or living room, on the living room table. But you keep that open and let that word just permeate throughout your house, that Holy Bible. I'm going to get emotional, but it feels good. It feels good. And your home is definitely more blessed with the Bible in it, that word from our Heavenly Father, and you reading it makes you more blessed, and your space more blessed, and your children more blessed, and your husband and spouse more blessed. So these are just some of the things that make my home a happy home. And I'm going to go back to nature, because some will say, well, nature's not in the home, it's outside. I know, but when I come back in that house, I'm so relaxed and energized at the same time. So, you can get some things done, and you're in a good mood, and can have some great conversations or interaction with your family members. So yeah, that's what I got. And I would love to know how you all make your home a happier home. Share with me. Send me an email. Drop me an email at Cousin Crystal 1. So that's CousinCrystal, the number 1, at gmail.com. Cousin Crystal, the number 1, at gmail.com. And let me know what you do to make your home a happier home. And if you plan on making any changes, I'm anxious to see what you all are going to send. Maybe I need to make some changes, or probably not, but at least add some things. So we all help each other out, and pretty soon we'll all have a happy home, huh? But we'll keep working towards it in the meantime. Well, I thank you for tuning in today to this episode of Cousin Crystal, and I hope to see you again tomorrow. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.